Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Crash and today I'll be talking about what it's like to be halfway through with getting my Associates of Science in Firearms Technology through Sonoran Desert Institute. So with that being said, let's jump in. Whether you're serious or curious about enrolling into SDI, I'll be answering all of your most commonly asked questions from coursework to cost and how this degree can be applied. So let's get into it. Why did I choose SDI? I chose SDI because at the time that's all I knew of. With that being said, I did a little research and I seen that they offered certificates. Not only did they offer certificates, but they offered only one degree at the time, which was in Firearms Technology, which I'm pursuing. And now, recently, they have another degree, which is an Associates of Science in Unmanned Aerial Systems or something. Pretty much drones and stuff, unmanned technology. I think that's the actual term for it. Anyway, that being said, I've always seen YouTubers giving shout outs to Sonoran Desert Institute, and I thought that would be like really great for getting into the firearms industry since that name would be known and give me a little bit more backing with my credentials. Not only is SDI accredited by the DEAC Commission, they're also recognized by the U.S. Department of Education. So that means that your degree will be recognized by big letter agencies and stuff like that. So, not only is that accredited, it's pretty much like a distance learning accreditation. They recently renewed it. I think they have to renew their license again in 2028. So with that being said, if you guys were wondering if they are accredited, yes, they are accredited. I'll also provide a link to Sonoran Desert Institute. You don't have to just go for certificates or a degree. They have solo courses that you can also take. I've had people ask me about it because I've made a custom Kydex holster for one of my classes. People asked about if you're able to just take the classes. Yes, you are. So, Sonoran Desert Institute's program is 16 to 24. So, okay, now the fun part. Let's talk about the money. So, as I said before, the whole program is $24,000. You can use financial aid, FAFSA, and you can use VA benefits, which I'm using Chapter 35. So, each month on the third, for the first 2 semesters, I was paying $861. My Pell Grant had covered majority, plus I was getting my benefits. So, yep, $861 every third of the month. It's like 1 month I didn't have to pay. Same thing with the second semester now. Well, the second half of the semesters, I should say. This time around, I only paid $635. So, less payments at the end. So, yeah. Rolling into the next part, coursework. What does a week look like for a Sonoran Desert Institute student? Well, it looks like a lot of reading. Reading, writing, discussion boards. You only really get like 2-3 assignments at max unless it's like the final week. Then you might get like 4, maybe 5 assignments that you got to turn in. It's not too much. It's never too much that you can't handle. With the $24,000 that you're paying, I'll make sure I add like little screenshots of maybe my contract or what SDI website says. But they cover all your tooling and stuff like that. I got punches, bullet pullers, files, screwdrivers, digital calipers, micrometer. You get a bunch of things that help you with some of the projects that you'll have throughout the course. Sometimes you will have to buy additional tools and stuff. Like I went ahead and bought a drill press, a bench sander, and bench polisher, and bench grinder. I went and got a bunch of tools that made a lot of the projects easier. I'll show a couple of my projects probably on this screen right here, or wherever, and you guys can kind of get an idea of the tools that you'll need. Like I was saying, Sonoran Desert Institute is an accredited institute. So with that being said, employers do look at stuff like that. Will SDI get you a job? Yes, 100%. Of course, they're not going to go do it for you. You got to go put in your resumes and draft your own resume and stuff like that. Of course, they have services that will help you with your resume. But if you put the time into your resume and time into your schooling, and you go to apply to businesses like I've been doing, I've applied at retail firearm shops and I've been hearing back. I have an interview actually scheduled for Tuesday. I've been hearing back from police departments and so on. So you really get what you put out of it. So make sure you take it serious, read the material, do your assignments, and everything will be a breeze. Everything will fall together. And let me just add this in here. I'm only at the halfway point. I haven't even earned my degree yet. I'm still pursuing my degree, and I have jobs already offered to me. I have places telling me to call them when I relocate. So you really get what you put out of things. You can take this degree and do a lot of different things. It was things I didn't even know you could do with this degree, actually. You can be a criminalist. You can go into ballistics. You can open your own firearms business. You can open your own refinishing shop, holster shop. There's so many different things that you learn throughout the course that you can use and apply to the real world and apply it to your career in firearms. So would I recommend it? Yes, I would recommend it 100% if you're gonna take it serious and put in what you get out of it. Okay, let's get into what's the hardest part. The hardest part to me is the discussion boards. The assignments to me are pretty easy. Another challenging thing I would say is reading, because a majority of it is reading. It's not really hands-on. I'm more of a visual hands-on learner. So sometimes it can get challenging trying to understand things. So you have to go on like YouTube to understand how some things function or work. So you just get a better understanding since you can visually see something, you know. Now, another hard thing is making sure you turn your work in. There's nobody to remind you to turn your work in. Yes, some teachers will give you course alerts or emails to turn your work in and stuff, but for the most part, you're gonna have to remember to do your work. It's nobody else's responsibility but yours. And with that being said, I've seen a lot of fellow classmates not turn in work, not do discussion boards, stuff like that. So just make sure you stay on top of your business, or your business will take care of you. All right, guys, so have I been provided any firearms from SDI yet to build? No. With these last 2 semesters, I will be building a muzzle loader and a AR-10, which you all know is a 308, for those of you that don't know. So yes, I will be providing everything to build that, and I will be keeping you guys posted on that. That'll be coming within the next 32, 33 weeks. If you're serious about firearms and you want a career with firearms, then SDI is the way to go. The education is real. It's there. You just have to read. You have to apply yourself and put what you want to get out of it. You applying yourself will open so many doors for you in the firearms industry. So if you ask me if I recommend it, yes, I recommend it. It's opened doors for me, and I'm pretty sure it'll open doors for you if you're really passionate about firearms like I am. I've learned everything from modern firearms to antique firearms, the cycle of operations, how to diagnose and troubleshoot problems within firearms, where to go to get parts for firearms. It's just literally so much. The list just goes on, and that's not even 2% of what I've learned from the school so far. Mind you, I'm not even done. So yes, I recommend this, and I wish you guys the best of luck. If you guys have any questions or concerns, just leave them down in the comments or DM me on Instagram.